It's your boy Jamar back with another video, back with another banger. Today I'm reviewing Divorce Sistas Season 1, Episode 9, entitled Lies in Disguise, which is the Season 1 mid-season premiere. And we are back because if you remember Divorce Sisters, it came out last year. It's basically an extension of Sisters. And long story short, it was on BET Plus. And now that we have the merger, it's now on Paramount Plus. So I'm very excited for that. Hopefully it gets a way bigger audience. And we are already starting off good. They wasted no time. This season is already starting off really good. And I'm excited. If you remember how last season ended, it basically ended with the doctor, Anika had a fall, so then she had to be rushed to the hospital, and the doctor basically was telling Geneva and William that Anika blood type was AB and William's blood type is O, so that basically confirms that Anika ain't his child. Little do he know, Javon the child's father. So then basically, we start off with that, and basically the doctor rushed Geneva to the back, and William basically tells William and not William. William basically tells Javon and Tiffany to go home and go on their date or whatever, and it's fine. He'll call him for updates. That's when the doctor breaks down to her that William ain't the father, and then that's when Geneva's basically like, listen, can you just tell me it was an IVF problem because I can't tell him the truth right now. She's basically like, girl, you gotta just tell him the truth because we not finna sit here and lie on my name. You gotta tell him the truth, girl. I'm a doctor. I'm professional. Girl, bye. So then Grayson, which is Naomi and Franklin's son, comes with his new girlfriend, and she's a white girl. I think her name was Lacey, and basically, Franklin was basically telling, Grayson that his mother's behavior has been unacceptable, and that's when Grayson basically told him that she basically said that when he dies, Grayson's going to get the inheritance money, and basically, Franklin's telling him to send him all the information, but Grayson's stuck in between a rock and a hard place because he doesn't want to turn on his mother, but at the same time, he doesn't know she's tripping, but he doesn't want to turn on her. You get what I'm saying? So he's basically just trying to decide what he isn't going to do. So then Bridget comes home and Vaughn's in there. Vaughn. He's still running from the police because of the situation that happened. He basically told her that he's sorry about trying to kill himself. And basically, Bridget tells him to leave. Like, he's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm too old for this. You gotta go. So then that's when Geneva comes out of the waiting room and tells William that everything's fine with Anika, but they are gonna need to talk. He's like, yeah. And she's basically like, the IVF was switched up, and he's like, oh really? The IVF was switched up, so there's no way that you would cheat on me, right? And she's like, no. What are you talking about? And obviously William can see through her BS. So then William confronts the doctor, and basically Geneva tells him like to chill out and this and that and there. And she's not gonna, the doctor's not gonna tell him anything. So then when they're in the room with Anika, William basically is questioning her. And he's basically like, listen, I know you cheated on me, and I'm finna find out who it was. I'm going to find out. So then that's when Geneva leaves. So then Pastor Jefferson's daughter ends up calling him and telling him that, the son Les just went off on Rashida and almost hit her. So Pastor Jefferson gets up and hurry up and tries to look for his son. And he basically ends up in the hood, and the people in the hood basically try to, take Pastor Jefferson's car, but Pastor Jefferson's not having it, and he, pulls out his gun. Well, he takes the gun from one of the people, points him at him, and he's basically like, listen, I'm a pastor, but I will kill y'all and pray for y'all to get help. And I'm like, oh my God, that line was so iconic. This show is so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. So then Javon and Tiffany are at dinner. And, they're chatting it up, and they're getting drunk, and they're basically getting closer and closer, learning about each other's family lives and this and that and third. So then when the son comes home, he basically spills the tea to Rashida that the daughter has been having sex with two different men. So then, she gets mad at him or whatever. So then Javon and Naomi end up getting drunk, and they ended up, not Naomi, Javon and Tiffany end up getting drunk, and they end up at Tiffany's crib, and basically they end up having sex, and that's that. So then Grayson comes to see Naomi, and Naomi is so rude to Grayson. She's saying that, oh yeah, you turned on me, didn't you, and this and that there. And Grayson's basically trying to tell her to get help. And then that's when his white girlfriend comes in, and she is livid. She's like, oh, so you and your father disgraced the black man because y'all both come with white women. She basically was rude to the girlfriend too, and she basically told him to get out. So then Geneva is parked outside Rashida's house crying. She basically asked Pastor Jefferson, "Can she bring Rashida out?" And Pastor Jefferson's like, "Listen, we need to talk, but go ahead and handle that first." So then Rashida's talking to Geneva, and Geneva's telling her everything. And in the midst of her telling her everything, Geneva finds out that Tiffany and Javon had just had sex. So that was the end of episode 9. Like I said, this episode was so good. I'm glad the Four Sisters is back, and we're on Paramount Plus, a bigger and better network. So this is just the beginning. And stay tuned to my reviews, because I'll be back every Wednesday, and I'll be back for my next episode review in a few minutes. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time for my next review.